between your skull and your brain. They believe a lot of time it's from head trauma, and that I never heard of anything happening to him. So I don't know if it's something that has to happen like right directly, or if you had maybe trauma from years ago that it could just randomly happen to you later. If you know more about this disease or this thing that can happen, let us know down in the comments. But yeah, Akira wrote this. This was official from his Instagram account. You can go ahead and read that there if you want to. But yeah, man, it's crazy. The whole world. I was shocked. I was chilling with my co-host, and this randomly news just came across, and it's like he was working on a brand new Dragonballz project, and had more projects to go, working on the Dragonball Super as well. And so we're gonna have to see. Hopefully his disciples can pick up the torch for him and continue his work, and we're doing it in his honor. And I love Dragonballz from way back in the day. As you could tell in the music section, we always have photos.
Yep.
I've been watching this since elementary school and still watch it to this day. And I've always loved the art, always been super into art, and I always thought Dragonballz had the coolest art of any TV show I'd ever seen before. So Akira Toriyama was ahead of his time, and his drawings from the 80s and 90s are still better than anything done today on a computer or with CGI.
True.
Y'all can't match what someone used to be able to do with pen and paper.
True, and I love Dragon Ball Z. I remember being in middle school. We used to always play Dragon Ball Z, always fight Dragon Ball Z. Then the video games, the Budokai Tenkaichi. What was like 1, 2, and 3 of those?
Yeah,
1, 2, 3.
they had like 3 of those. They had a bunch of different games. I even remember playing the Dragon Ball Z game on Game Boy Advance. Like,
do you
the
remember
Legacy
the movie?
of Goku. What movie?
Dragon Ball Z movie.
Well, I loved all the movies.
No, I mean the real movie, not the animated movies. The Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, Dragon Ball Evolution?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. That was an embarrassment to the Dragon Ball Z franchise. It was almost as bad as GT. But
it was
worse than GT. It was the worst thing that ever came out. I don't like ever when they try to make cartoons live action. It doesn't really transfer right.
Like Naruto. Or
Yu Yu Hakusho, like Netflix, or they try to do Cowboy Bebop. Yu Yu Hakusho was actually decent, but Cowboy Bebop live action was terrible. But this is super sad. I was hoping, he had a bunch of works and things in work, and we'll have to see if that stuff still comes out. And
hopefully it does still come out, because I remember with the GT, with the Dragon Ball, I think like at the Dragon Ball Z GT era, that's when they said he was still working on it, but not as much.
Well, yeah, GT, he basically did a few of the designs and stuff, but he didn't really write the story. He was kind of like done with it.
True, and a lot of this is on Maggot now. Man, I'm so mad that they haven't been making more. I think the last one I seen of Dragon Ball was what's the movie we saw?
What they had the Broly movie, and then they had the superhero, Dragon Ball Superhero, the Gohan, the mainly Gohan video where he fought Cell Max.
That was good. And who was what's it called, the Dark Vegeta? Was it the Dark Vegeta? What was the last? It was on Super. I think that's the last DBZ I saw episode.
What? No, are you talking about Dragon Ball Z with Majin Vegeta, or are you talking about in GT where he's Baby Vegeta?
No. But after that, I think Dragon Ball Z Super.
Dragon Ball Super. I forget what it's called, where it's like the Jelly Vegeta, or.
It was like he was like the Jelly Vegeta. It was
like the clone one.
Yeah, the clone. I think like the final boss.
And then they had Goku Black.
Yeah, that was hard, man. That was hard. Dragon Ball. Oh, man.
I loved it all, but my all-time favorite Dragon Ball Z is the first 2 original English dubs of the first 2 seasons and the first 3 movies. They commonly refer to that as the Ocean dub. I have owned on VHS and on DVD and physical copy because, with everyone doing digital downloads, sometimes they change their library, and it's like you own the right for it to check that out at that time. So if they take it away at any time, you're just screwed. So that's why I always try to own physical media. My favorite shows is like DVD, Blu-ray, or even if I have to, old school VHS.
So if you had to give me your favorite villain from Dragon Ball Z series, from all the way from the Saiyan saga all the way down to the Buu, who was your favorite villain? Mine's had to be Frieza.
Yeah, I think the Frieza saga was the best, but some of the the most action that I liked was actually whenever Goku went against Captain Ginyu. When he first got on the planet and he beat up the Ginyu Force, and then Jace went and got Captain Ginyu, and they fought, and then he switched bodies. And then I liked where they had to fight Ginyu in Goku's body, and Goku was in Ginyu's body.
And then he switched to a frog, then go into a frog, a toad.
Yeah, and I really liked the androids 17 and 18 in the Cell Saga when they were the main villains.
What about in GT?
Baby.
The Baby Saga?
My favorite saga in GT is the Baby Saga or the Super 17 Saga.
Yeah, same thing. Super 17, number one for me. And
I wish that was longer because Super 17 was really cool. And then the whole Baby arc was pretty cool with Baby Vegeta having those multiple transformations.
Yes, and comment down below what's your favorite Dragon Ball Z villain and what's your favorite Dragon Ball GT villain. I mean, I would say Dragon Ball, but it's kind of vague to me. I don't remember all. I remember Garlic Jr. Was that Garlic?
That was Z.
Z?
But he was in Dragon Ball too, I believe. I've only seen like Dragon Ball all the way through like twice, so it's hard for me to remember everything from Dragon Ball. But I liked what's his name? Tao Pepe.
Okay.
He was pretty cool. And what was his name because he got like blown up and came back as like a partial robot. Oh my God, he has the kill you on his back. He has like the pink thing.
I forgot his name.
It's Tao Pepe, but it's like he has a different name when it happens to him. I forget, but yeah, that was good. And of course, Piccolo, the original Piccolo, King Piccolo, before he gets Goku flies through him and then he spits out the egg that becomes Piccolo, which is like they called him Junior at first.
Oh, I did like the fight, the super fight, the super tournament they did. Where
the Tournament of Power and Super?
The Tournament of Power and Super with Jiren
Jiren
and all. Oh, that was fire. That was a fire fight. That was good. That was a good fight. That one, I mean, all the tournaments were good. That one, even when Dragon Ball Z with the bull with the pecan.
With Pycon?
With Pycon, that was a good one also.
Oh, the Other World tournament?
Yeah, that one was good also.
I always liked that, and then they had that in a couple movies when Goku was dead. Yeah, that was good. I liked the Cell games. The Cell games were good, and then I liked in the Saiyan Saga when they had the Cybermen and we're having them take turns fight the Cybermen.
That was good also. I give you that. But
but all-time favorite piece of Dragon Ball Z media is the World's Strongest Ocean Dub Uncut.
The movie?
The movie. World's Strongest, the Ocean Dub version and the uncut version. Yeah, it's the Ocean Dub because they have the Ocean Dub regular and the Ocean Dub uncut. So I like the Ocean Dub of the World's Strongest where they fight the it's not Dr. Shiro.
I like the Bardock movie. The Bardock movie's fire.
Bardock fought. That was a TV special.
Cooler's Revenge.
And then Cooler's Revenge is real good. And then the Trunks TV special.
That was good.
Where Gohan dies at the end.
That was good, man. I wonder now that he passed away. I wonder would they make Gohan more of a man?
They did in the last one in Superhero.
He was still a bitch.
You never talk down on Son Gohan. I'll
chop
you in the neck.
But comment down below, man. Once again, your favorite villains, your favorite Dragon Ball. Man, just comment down anything Dragon Ball.